Hi, it's Jane and
Hi there.
our coffee chat time. Yay. Today we're talking about the importance of your nighttime routine because it really does set you up for the next day. And so, yeah, we're just going to talk about it, especially for me, the last 5 minutes, I have realized are super powerful. So what's your nighttime routine, Heather?
Well, I guess one of the key things is to limit the blue screen. So even if I'm on my cell phone, I make sure that I've got it set. I have a setting for it to limit the blue light that comes into your eyeballs because it's that's what you need in the morning, not at night. So yeah.
So what is a blue screen? I don't even know that.
So no, it's to limit the blue light coming in. So
Oh,
you want to limit the blue light. So it's called F dot lux or something. I call it F lux, but I don't know if
oh,
that's the right. So we can put the link in there. It's just really good because otherwise it's stimulating your mind. And as a person who suffers from insomnia for like 30 years, really, if there's 10 things that I need to do before, so there's a number of things, and that's just one of them is to limit the blue light.
oh. So does the blue light, is that mainly from your cell phone or is it from TV too?
Oh, it's from TVs. It's from any kind
Oh,
of screens. Mm-hmm.
oh,
Mm-hmm. And even like the light, like lights. So that's
yeah,
why if you think about a candle. It's orange. It's kind of that's what you would want, right? You would
yeah,
want
yeah.
candlelight.
The calming, because you want your brain
Yeah.
to just settle
Yeah.
down.
To
Yeah,
down needs to down regulate so that you can sleep properly and get into all those stages of sleep. So that's one of the things.
yeah. That's good. I find that for me, I my mind is like super active. I'm sure yours is too. And if I watch something that on TV that is a really, I don't know, not that positive. We watch a show or something, it gets in my brain and I can't sleep or I wake up and have nightmares. And so what I've started doing is if Ed and I watch a show, right before bed, I put in my headset and I listen to Oprah and Deepak Chopra, the meditation, and I just fall asleep to it. And then, so, because it's important what you put into your brain right before you fall asleep to set you up for the next morning.
Yes. So I've been meditating at night for I think I'm like around 14,000, no, sorry, 1,400 nights in a row. So we're coming,
Wow.
so, and I do it every single night. And I found that that made a huge difference in the length of time it took me to fall asleep because I use a Fitbit and then I'll check my app in the morning to see like how many minutes up where was I awake, how many minutes was I in REM sleep, light sleep, deep sleep, because there's certain parameters that everybody needs to be healthy and to restore and recover. So, yeah. So I think that meditation is like the key to that. So that's my like it's like every night without fail, 1,450 nights in a row. Like I am never
That's
sleeping.
amazing. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
it rewires your brain, right? You have the
Yeah.
subconscious brain that's always got all this kind of stuff going on, and you need to
Yeah.
just chill it.
And say hi. Hi, Abigail. Cutie, she always watches. So the meditation, because I tend to do meditation in the morning. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I'm super strong in the morning, get up and go and for meditation so that's what I do in the morning, set my day, but I don't do it at night. And I tend to, as the day goes on, like I'm really go, 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 go in the morning and all this positive. But when 5 o'clock and have a glass of wine and then my day starts to go. So I've been trying to get my nighttime routine really strong. And I honestly, Heather, is so amazing because I watched Wayne Dyer. Like I told you about that. I'm going to put a link in the comments to this Wayne Dyer YouTube video I watched. It was so powerful. And see, I wrote my whole page of notes on it. It's called Five Wishes Fulfilled. And so he talks about five things. And the last one was, now I lay me down to sleep. the fifth one. And he said it is so important that last 5 minutes, which everyone can do. It's not like you have to add something into your routine. You're in bed, you're like you would have meditated, and so then you're laying in bed, and that 5 minutes before you fall asleep, he said it's a state that you're in, and you do what's called the I am. You say, I am healthy, I am prosperous, I am loved. Whatever you want in your life, you say it right before you fall asleep and make it a habit. And I thought that is so powerful, because you mentioned the subconscious mind, and he said, Wayne Dyer said, your subconscious mind is so busy while you sleep, which a lot of you don't realize. You go to sleep, you're almost in that unconscious when you're in a deep sleep, but your subconscious mind never stops working all night long. So he said, it's like you need to seal your instruction. When you're sleeping, your brain is working. So if you put positive in when you go to sleep right before, that's what your brain's going to be working on all night. And he said most people they go to bed and they're like, oh, this day wasn't good, or they might feel like, oh, they're overweight, or they didn't work out, or they don't have love in their life, or they get like negative, or this person upset me, and they go to bed upset. And it sets the 7 hours you're going to be asleep, your subconscious mind's working on that. And it honestly, I was like, that's amazing. Like, so now I'm trying to create a habit of, I am healthy, I am prosperous, I am loved, I am grateful, right before I fall asleep.
That's perfect.
Isn't that amazing?
Those are mantras that you can use them. You can use them throughout your day. Like often I like to start my day. Like, it seems like you and I have like the opposite thing going on. I start my day with you start your day with gratitude. I might start my day with the I am. I am strong. I am confident. I am capable. I am lovable. I am kind. I am well.
I'm enough. That's from Marisa Peer.
Yeah.
I had that written on my bathroom mirror for a while. I am enough. And I think we all need to know that we're enough just as we are, right?
Well, I think that's a really big one, because we spend a lot of time worrying about what other people think about us, or, oh my God, I said that, or I should have said something better, or I didn't remember their name when we met. We're all just so like beating ourselves up all day about things that we didn't do, where there was lack. And I think that if you can change your mindset to an abundance mindset, that's when the real magic is going to happen, right? It's about abundance. It's about, you already have everything inside you that you need to make the life that you want. You just have to, like you said, you have to say it. I am.
Yeah, it's true. And I think to use that 5 minutes before you fall asleep, let's see here. Abigail says, I am usually powerful and moving at night, especially since I was awake for 32 hours straight from Friday morning till yesterday evening. Oh, that's not good.
No. We're going to talk about the importance of sleep right here with that nightly routine. Love you dearly, Abigail, but my darling, there is research. I mean, we all don't need the 8.5, but there is somewhere between 7 and 9 hours where there's a magic amount of sleep that you should be getting. That's the other thing. Like with my nightly routine, I will look at the time that I'm going to sleep, and I try to keep a consistent bedtime too, because that's part of your rhythm that's in your body, right? Awake and sleep, awake, whatever, your circadian rhythm. You really want to make sure that you are keeping a consistent bedtime. So that's another like thing that's important to me. Or if it's late, I'll be like, well, I am not getting up at 6:30 tomorrow morning, or what,
Well, Abigail says it was for church. Okay, that's okay, Abigail. You're good. But I think a lot of people don't realize, like, we're always talking about morning routine. Everyone talks about start your day with, gratitude and working out, but no one really talks about that. If you want to have a powerful day and a powerful morning and have a good day, it starts the night before.
True.
It really does, because, and I slipped into this habit, and this, recently I was like so not motivated. my morning routine was really good. I was up at like 6 a.m., 5:36 for a couple months when the pandemic started. I was up and I was doing spin classes and I was just so motivated. And then slowly I started getting up 6 and then 6:30. Then I was like, oh yeah. And then I started just getting a little lazy for me getting up at 7. And I still would do the meditation, but I do some push-ups and stuff, but not motivated. And so last night, because after listening to this Wayne Dyer thing, I really, like, I went to bed really strong on my mind and saying, like, I am healthy and I am fit and I am loved and I'm grateful. And then I set in my mind, I am waking up tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. and I'm going to jump out of bed excited for the day. And I did. I did 5 sets of stairs at 6 a.m. this morning.
You mean those stairs over at that park you took me to?
No, right by our house, there's 100 stairs. It's like straight out. I did 5 sets this morning. So I started.
Well, I hope you stretched after, because your calves are going to be dead tomorrow.
But I decided last night. So I started my day last night, if that makes sense. I decided last night that I was going to be positive. I said all those I ams right before bed. And actually, look at you, laugh at me. I love making stuff.
I'm not going to laugh at you.
I am. I have made a little I am book so I can read it.
Wow.
I am. Can you see? I am light. I am joyful. And
I'm not going to. Why would you think I would laugh at you? You know, I
like to make stuff. And then I can look at it.
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
What you focus on persists, right? Laser focus. You need to see the target, set the target, hit the target. Like if you don't have any idea what your target is for any of it, your health goals, your wealth goals, your fitness goals, if you don't, how are you even going to know? Like that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I am fit. Yeah. That's why I'm strong.
But
strong too. Like when I say strong, I also mean strong in as opposed to not so sensitive and not weak, but you know what I mean? I'm strong. Like I can cope. I have the skills. We do. I have the skills.
It's having strength, having strength inside of you.
Yes.
Yeah, we all have a strength that we don't know. So saying I'm strong. Oh, hey, Alex, we love you too.
Hi.
She schedules everything. I know she does.
Kelowna again.
What?
We need to have coffee with Alexander when it's safe again.
So scheduling everything is so good. So I don't know, Alexander, do you start your nighttime really strong? I'm curious to know if her nighttime's really strong. Probably is. So that 5 minutes before you go to bed, saying all your positive and just getting that. So when you're sleeping, your brain's like all positive, and it's important.
Right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's our main tips for today.
Gratitude at night too. That's when I would prefer. I have a gratitude journal, so I haven't done it. I'll admit so much lately, but that's when I would write my gratitude. Because again, you can focus on all the things people said to you that day. He said that, and no, like, why did he say that? It's so mean.
Yeah.
Like, or you can be like, my little grandson said some new words today, and I am so grateful that we can communicate a little bit better now, you know?
Actually, Heather, that is so good. So if someone's had a really bad day and you're laying in bed and you've really, really had a bad day, or maybe you had an incident with someone and it's really bothering you, it's that whole feeling inside you, they call it your guidance system. So you know that if you're feeling upset, you have to realize that your thoughts are on this incident that was not good. So you change it. So you just have to be aware of, like, okay, I'm going to change that thought. I'm going to think about when I was playing with my grandchildren, and then you start to feel joy, and then you want to fall asleep on a good feeling. You always want to fall asleep on something that feels good. And it's really about becoming aware. It's a habit right?
Well, that's the key to, I think, more than we even know. And that's like a bigger conversation too. I say that all the time. That's a conversation for another day. That if you can realize that what's going on in your mind, your thoughts, the emotions and all of those kinds of things that are even your physical sensations in your body, those are not exactly real. That's the stuff that the ego has created to try to interpret what's going on in the world around you, right? And so all of that is like, that's not, you have to think, let's be heart-centered beings, right? Let's drop into the heart and just, let's love on the world.
That's true. Okay, well, are you ready? We're going to play, we're not going to play the game, but we decided at the end of our coffee chat, we're going to do one of this Cool to Connect. I don't know if anyone knew about that. I'm going to do a weekly Cool to Connect game with someone in the Compassion Project. So tomorrow I'm doing it with Rachel, and it's about real conversation. These cards are amazing. So we're just going to do one today to end it, and it's we don't know what question it is. We're both going to answer it.
And there's 52 questions in this deck, and who's deck?
So Dana Clark with Heroic Humans made this the Cool to Connect cards. Well, this is her website, Cool to Connect, and they're called connection cards. So I will just pull one because I haven't looked at them. I'll just pull a random one, okay?
Okay.
And then we'll answer it, and then okay, here we go. Ready, Heather?
You can go first because you're reading it.
What? What'd you say?
Go first.
Okay, our question. Who in your life could you be more kind to?
Oh, okay.
Oh, who in your life could you be more kind to? That's a good question. We have to answer this.
I know, because that's one of my mantras. I am kind. I am kind.
I'm gonna be honest. Even though I do think I'm kind to this person, but I feel like I want to be kinder. Yeah, more kind. My son-in-law, Mauricio. I just feel like I know he works so hard, and he's given up so much to be here in Canada with my daughter. He's from Mexico City, and he's an amazing person. And I just feel sometimes when it's your daughter and you can, it's easy to kind of think things should be a certain way. And he's incredible. He works all night at the Grand. He's a hard worker, and I just feel like I need to be more kind and loving to him. Lucky you, Mauricio. Here I come. I'm going to be more kind and loving to Mauricio. There you go. How about you?
Well,
it's a good question.
Granted, we should all be kind every day because you don't know the battles and that people are dealing with in their everyday life. You don't know what's going on. Talked about that before. I think myself.
To yourself?
I need to be more kind to myself because I am a giver. I like to do things for people. My love language is acts of service. I think that the kindness that I show to others, I think it's important that I actually show it to myself, because that would strengthen me in many ways, in my belief in myself, my confidence, and just to know that I really am doing my best. Everybody, you're doing your best that you can. It just looks different on different days. So yeah, I know that's not like, it's not selfish though, because in order for me to be the giver that I am in the world, if I don't give back something to myself, then I think that I'm being incongruent, you know?
I think a lot of people can be kinder to other people and hard on themselves. Like they do say that talk to yourself the way you would talk to a good friend. And sometimes I'm way more aware now of my thoughts and how I talk to myself, because the minute I'll catch if I'm talking or have a negative thought, I'll catch it now and I'll be like, no. And so, but sometimes you're not aware of how you are talking to yourself. So anyway,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
well.
now I'm gonna have to I'll have to like surprise Mauricio with like a, I'll send him flowers or something. I'm kidding.
No, maybe, I don't know.
I love on the children, the grandchildren. I'm so grateful for
Mhm. I
my
think
daughter Amber and
that
Mauricio.
would be the way to actually enhance the kindness that you feel for him, is that you have this incredible, joyful relationship with the his children too, your daughters and his. And without him, you wouldn't have them. So,
Right.
to be like, to raise that up, to be like, oh, Mauricio, I love you to the moon and back, buddy. Even whatever, like
Oh yeah,
whatever
and
you want. Like he's doing the best he can. You said
he's
he
a great
works nights.
guy.
Oh,
It's being grateful for everything.
mm-hmm.
He does so much for his family, and yeah. Anyway, that's it. That was fun.
Nighttime
Those are good
routine.
cards.
Hey, drop it in the comments below if you have any other good ideas about nighttime routines that you'd like to share with us. I'm going to put that the blue light blocker in there and my insight timer one more time because that's those are two things that I super care about. And yeah.
Okay, and then tomorrow I am playing Cool to Connect with Rachel Fuertes. So we'll see. That'll be fun.
All right.
Okay. See you later. Have a good day.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye. Cheers.